Om. 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashrinvan Nudibhisida Sadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajanivati Dhinam Vitriyavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodarascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayaka Dhumaketurganadyaksho Falachandro Gajanana Vakratunda Shurpakarno Herambhaskanda Purvaja Om Pratasmarami Gananata Manata Bandhum Sindhurapura Parishobita Ganda Yugmam Uddhanda Vigna Parikhandana Chanda Thandam Akandaladi Suranayaka Brindavandyam Om Namo Vratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namah Pramadapataye Namaste Astu Lambodara Ekadantaya Vignanashine Shivasutaya Sree Varadamurtaye Namaha Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya Nilakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Sriman Mahadevaya Namaha Om Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapusha Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskarobhyam Namaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sai Ram, everybody. Welcome to this class on this Lalita Sahasranamam. Before I get into the class, I just would like to, thank Swami for giving this opportunity to us. Because, it is, unless until he wills, we will not come to this class. That is number one. And number two, especially with Lalita Sahasranamam, Mother Lalita or Mother Ambika, however you want to address Mother as Mother, she herself in this Lalita Sahasranamam, she told, unless until we have her grace, we will not come to the stage of chanting Lalita Sahasranamam, to know about the grandeur, the glory of the Mother, and what kind of grace that she brings just by just calling out her name. You know what? We have a midst of hundreds or 200s. You call a person by name, he or she will immediately turn back, isn't it? Likewise, Mother's name, you wherever in it could be a distress call, it could be a happy call, it could be just calling her for the sake of calling. Take any name, you call her, she will respond. We don't have to know the meaning of the word and things like that. So it is all up to us how we want to connect to Mother and how we want to call her out, and she will respond. There is absolutely no doubt in that. So before we get into this sthotram per se, if you scroll down to the next page, there is some introduction that I have given. Basically, we have certain stage. I want to set that stage. Before we do that, there are some opening prayers that I have put in this book. On page 2, we have page 2, we have certain opening mantras, and There are pretty, pretty common mantras, I would say. But those of you who are not aware of this or not comfortable chanting these mantras, for the sake of the new members, I will chant one time. And also, if possible, I will give the audio files for this. And these are some mantras which will really help us set the stage. It will calm our mind. It will help us focus in many ways. I will tell you how it helps us. Okay, the first mantra is Om Tat Purushaya Vitmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danteh Prachodayat. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Sarva Lokanam Bishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Dakshinamurtaye Mahyam Medham Prajnam Prayachya Swaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatika Kritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvardha Sadike Sharanye Trembake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute. See, these are some guru mantras that we have. I have captured here. What this guru mantras does is, especially this Dakshinamurti mantras. All these are Dakshinamurti mantras. Pretty much. Some of you, those who have visited Puttaparthi in Swami's high school, at the face of that high school, there is a beautiful Dakshinamurti's image is carved out. And Swami, many times he has told in the veranda the importance of Dakshinamurti. And there's a reason why he has put that on the building, because, the beauty of Dakshinamurti is he is an avatar, he is an incarnation, he is another epithet of Lord Shiva's grandeur and love and grace for all of us. He's in the form of a guru. And this guru teaches only through silence. He will not utter a word. Just through silence, he will communicate the greatest of greatest knowledge to us. And that's all we need, right? So Swami one time he mentioned that, Dakshinamurti, don't do anything. Just look at him for 10 seconds, 50 seconds. Learn the habit of looking at him quietly. Just don't need to do anything. He will transmit the Vidya like anything. That is the best that you can take, every day. Just spend 10-15 seconds just looking at Dakshinamurti, nothing else. You get all the Vidya. Because, students, when we are in college or school, the clarity in our thought is very, very important, right? When teacher is teaching, we need to have the ability to focus, then assimilate what is taught, then reproduce that what is taught in the exam. Because if, we may work really extremely hard, but in the exam, when we sit to write SAT, when we sit to write some final exams, if we don't recall a formula like a plus b whole square, what is that formula? Because I need to apply that formula to solve a problem. If I don't get this formulas to the mind, what is the point? Like that's another place where we need grace, and that's Dakshinamurti will help. We all know in other Mahabharat what happened. Karna was extremely blessed with so many divine weapons, right? At the nick of the moment, he just forgot everything. He could not reproduce that mantras. As a result, he could not release those weapons, because he need to chant the mantra to release before releasing the weapon, so that it does the result. It gives the result what it's supposed to give. But what happened? He just forgot. That's exactly where we all need his grace. Now, how do we get his grace? Swami has very nicely told that, you don't need to do anything. Just keep chanting his name, thinking of him. That's pretty much. It is like akin to, cleaning a pot that we really like, in kitchen, we all love to use a particular pot to make tea. Over a period of time, the teapot gets a lot of grease inside, right? And we don't want to discard. We are so attached to that pot. Only if we make tea or coffee in that pot, we really love, we really enjoy. So we don't want to discard that pot. We want to keep it. So what do we do over a period of time? The pot gets really greasy inside and we don't want to throw. What we do is we take a nice scrubber, put a nice strong detergent and apply pressure and try to bring it back to factory settings. If not 100%, at least we'll make an effort. Likewise, we all acquire these tendencies, this ruchi vasana. These are the two technical words in Sanskrit they use, ruchi and vasana. That is what we bring from life after life with us, the tendencies. Swami says, when we are born, there is a mala called karma mala, which is put around our kantam, our throat, our neck, and nobody can see. Even the mother that gives birth to the child cannot see the karma mala. Only Swami can see that karma mala. And based on that karma mala, the ruchi, vasana, the tendencies, we take birth in a family. We don't have choice, right? We don't have a choice to choose a womb. That's all Swami's design. But this Dakshinamurti helps us scrub the mind. With all this ruchi and vasanas, he will scrub and scrub. Just by looking at him, just by chanting these mantras, he will help, especially the students who are in their educational field. Otherwise, even anybody, for us, most of us are in the Grihastha ashram, or some of you are in the Vanaprastha stage where, that stage also, every stage, every walk, every breath is very important to blend with his name, and automatically grace will come. Once in interview room, there was an older gentleman. He asked Swami, edana manchi, eppudu manchi time puja cheyadaniki. So he very laughingly told, do you really look at good time to start breathing? Breathe in, breathe out. That soham exercise is happening, Hamsa Gayatri, right? That soham, that Swami explains, it's always happening. You don't really look at an auspicious time to start breathing in and breathing out. So God's name, there is no auspicious, there is no good time. The moment you start, it's a good time. So always, so these are some dhyana mantras. I have other dhyana mantras during the course of our journey in understanding Lalita Sahasranamam. I will be introducing one or two at a time because I don't want to do everything at one shot. It might be really overwhelming. Some of these mantras, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, this is pretty common. I'm sure we all have taught to children. But Gurave Sarva Lokanam, Vishaje Bhavaroginam, Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam, Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, third mantram, fourth. These are also pretty popular, but we'll make sure that we understand the meaning. We will dive little deep and see what kind of vibrations it generates in us. And you, at the end of the day, you will be happy for the sake of being happy. There's no reason. You will be just content inside. Okay. So these are some dhyana mantras. Moving forward, we will be chanting some regular dhyana mantras every class, and I will start teaching some new dhyana mantras here and there. And another important thing, I would want everybody to keep a pen and paper with you. As this class I'm talking, it appears that we understand, and sometimes it appears it is a pretty obvious meaning. But after the class, when you go out and for those of you who are in India, probably you may want to take shower after this class, or you already taken, whatever it is. After some time, we forget the meaning and we forget. But in the class, everything appears fresh and it appears as if we understood. But I would highly encourage that you take notes, whatever notes you want to take. Yeah, another thing is, down the line, we will have some kind of quizzes, fun quiz. Then we will put on the group, and it is kind of a refresher. Maya will do a good job in terms of coming up some quiz. We will have every now and then some knowledge check, but it is open. Okay, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you can learn through that. So, and when I ask some questions, please unmute and answer. There is no right answer, there is no wrong answer, right? Everything is right answer here, because this is a journey. Each one of us, we look at Swami in our own capacity. We understand Swami in our own wisdom. We enjoy Swami in our own capacity. So There is no right or wrong. I would really encourage you to unmute and come forward. And another, just discipline. If somebody is talking, I would want you to stay mute and talk after the person has completed, talking about whatever the topic is. So that's pretty much. And we will go to the Lalita Sahasranamam Genesis. So if you could scroll down a little bit, the next page. Basically, this Lalita Sahasranamam here, I have given some, this is a grand setting. I'm sure you all have seen this picture, very popular and very common picture that I have put on this page that you're seeing, right? So this is this picture, whoever is brought to vision, they have done a good job, especially because the basis for this picture is coming from Saundarya Lahari Mantram 8. I will explain what that mantram, and I'm sure some of you, those of you who are familiar with Saundarya Lahari, you will pretty much understand. And if you see Shiva, he is put on the the cushion. There's a reason why they have put Shiva there, and the mantram explains that. Before I get into this, all of you have known this demon called Tarakasura, right? And he was creating havoc everywhere, and that demon Tarakasura has created so much havoc that Lord Indra was extremely scared that his position is at risk. So what he did was, he went to Lord Brahma with all his other group members, went to Brahma and pleaded to him, hey, look man, this is what Tarakasura is doing. He's creating a lot of havoc, and our position is at stake, and we may lose because he's getting really, by the day he is getting powerful, and he is able to defeat everybody. Then Lord Brahma says, hey, look, there's nothing we can do. We have to go to Lord Shiva and ask him what to do. But before that, Lord Shiva is in deep meditation stage at that time. We need to get an offspring from Lord Shiva, because that is the boon that Lord Tarakasura has. That's a different story. I'm not getting how he got that boon and how Lord Shiva has given that boon. But anyways, their mission is to go to Lord Shiva and somehow make sure that his attention is drawn to Mother Parvati, and as a result they will get a child, and with that child can put an end to Tarakasura. That's the whole project that they have on hand. And Lord Brahma will give this task to Manmada. Of course, I mean, not Brahma, Indra will put a lot of pressure on Manmada to go and do that work, because that is his job. But Manmada will put his foot down. He'll say, hey, absolutely, this is absolutely, there's no way I can do this to Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, because they are my mother and father. How can I shoot an arrow of attraction on Lord Shiva to draw his attention towards Mother Parvati? There is no way I could do that. But long story short, they somehow convince Manmada and make him do that. We all know that story, right? What happened to Manmada. In second page, somewhere second or third page, I have put that image where Lord Shiva is reducing Lord Manmada to ashes. Now why did he do that? Because he actually kind of disturbed Lord Shiva's meditation. That's very it is very funny. Who can disturb Lord Shiva's meditation? Unless until his will is there, nothing will move, right? So that is again part of the design. So anyways, he actually reduces Manmada to ashes. By then, when this has happened, already the journey of Shiva's Tejas has begun. And the birth for Lord Subramanya Swami is already, it has taken that, step there. Those of you who would like to know the complete details of Lord Subramanya's birth story, Ramayanam is the best place, where the sage explains to Lord Sree Rama. He explains twice, in fact. That is a very exceptionally enchanting episode, the birth of Lord Subramanya Swami. And it has its own merits. I don't know if we have time, we will cover. Otherwise, those of you who are comfortable reading Ramayanam, go to that chapter and read those 33 mantras or something in that sarga. You will understand. But anyways, this Manmada is brought to ashes with Lord Shiva's, the third eye, the Agnya Chakra. We all have that wisdom, but it's always closed for us, for most of us. At least for me, it is always closed. Anyways, that ash, once that Manmada is, reduced to ashes, now Manmada's wife will really feel very bad, and she will go to Mother Parvati and plead her, hey, look, this is very unfair. He has done it under pressure, and all those whole 9 yards of discussion happens between them, and mother will bring him back to life in a different way. But the context for us is we need to focus on the ash that is created now. Now, Manmada, if you scroll down to the next page, you will see that picture where Lord Shiva has reduced Manmada to ashes. This picture. So this after this episode, everybody walks away from that because they're very scared now. They are upset. Their mission was incomplete. But what they didn't know that the journey for Subramanya Swami's birth has already begun. They have not realized that, but they'll realize little later. But this particular ash is bright white in color because this is coming from Lord Shiva's that eye, right? So he has reduced him to a heap of ash, which is extremely white in color, and it is brilliant, and it is sitting there like that. Now, after many years, one person by name Chitrakumar, I want you to write all these things, okay? This could be part of the quiz, I don't know. So, Chitrakumar is one person who is part of the Ganas. He will see this, mountain or a heap of ash, white in color, very brilliant. He gets so excited, he will make a small boy out of that ash, and he will do prana pratistapana to that. And the boy comes to life because this ash is this ash contains completely the grace of Lord Shiva's, the third eye, the Agnya Chakra, the power. Of course, it is laced with anger. The boy becomes exceptionally devoted to Lord Shiva, and he adores Lord Shiva, and by the day he becomes extremely powerful. So much so that he will start, going against the Indras and the other gods. And at that time, when this child was born, Lord Brahma calls this boy as Bhanda. And so, as time progresses, the boy has got divine grace from Lord Shiva because it is completely full of Shiva's grace, right? That ash. And from that, a boy is made, and the boy is given life. So as he grows, he is very devoted to Lord Shiva. He did penance, he got a lot of grace from Lord Shiva. But, this is where the problem comes. In Shivopasana Mantram, there are 5 aspects that Lord Shiva does, right? What are the 5 aspects? Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. Tirodhana is in the state of Maya. We will never recognize the grace of Swami. Everything that we have earned today, it is because of my intellectual capability, my education, my hard work, everything, my I is there always. When we cross that Maya stage, how to cross that Maya stage? What is the mantram in Shivopasana Mantram? There is one mantram which will help us get rid of Maya. We have to chant regularly over a period of time like scrubbing, right? Once we keep scrubbing with this divine name, the pot becomes clean. It comes to the factory setting. So I taught this Shivopasana mantra. Anybody can recollect what is the mantram? That 4th mantram, which will help cleanse us or come out of this Maya. Tatpurushaya Vitmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Next one is Ishana Sarva Vidyanam Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Brahmadipatir Brahmanodipatir Brahma Shivo Me Astu Sada Shivom. At that fifth mantram, we will recognize when we chant that, what happens? Tirodhana is gone, Maya, right? The fifth one is Anugraha. Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. Again, this could be a potential quiz question. The fifth one is Anugraha. Every stage we will realize God's grace. You get a good cup of coffee, you drink, you are happy, you thank Swami. While you are going to work, you have all green signals, no red light anywhere. You are just going, otherwise you will get caught in a traffic. You are so happy, right? All the signals are green. I can relate to my own journey to work. Sometimes, on the day when I have to be early at work, I will hit all the possible red lights on the road. It is, I don't know, it is designed, but the day, sometimes very important day, all the lights are green. No traffic, I won't stop anywhere. I'm so happy and I'll be thanking Swami. I'm sure most of everybody would relate to this. This is how we express happiness to Swami. You get good meal, thank you Swami. You get good night sleep, thank you Swami. You're, get nice pair of shoes, thank you Swami. Nice pair of trouser or, outfit or garment, whatever it is, thank you Swami. Everything we will lace it to His grace, and that is how our day begins. That is how our day ends. That is the fifth stage. And once we get to that stage, His grace we recognize and we are happy. But this Bandasura is there at that Maya stage. He thinks this is because of his power, because of his valor, everything. He starts creating havoc. Everywhere he will create havoc. And what he does is, this is the life lesson for all of us. This Bandasura is there in everybody in this Kali Yuga. And what this Bandasura's primary duty was, as he grew up, he became very powerful, very evil, very arrogant, and he has the divine weapons under his position from Lord Shiva. Now nobody can touch him on earth. Now what he does is, he is seeing these Devatas, this Indra and others, he's seeing them having really good life. They have every possible comfort at their disposal. And this Bandasura is become very, very jealous. Now this is a point I want you to make very clear. The journey for his downfall began with jealous. The moment he felt jealous, he felt, what? Why are these Devatas having this comfort? I should have this comfort. They should not have. So what he did was, with that jealous, it eats up inside. So he designed some kind of spell and he put on everybody, all the Devatas. What he did was, he removed the element of enthusiasm from everybody, every Devata possible. Indra and the team. Now imagine if there is no enthusiasm in our life, there is no motivation to get up early. What is there, man? I get up, I don't have anything to do, I have nothing. If that is the feeling that we have, there is no enthusiasm in life, right? We cannot move forward. Imagine a situation, we have no enthusiasm at all to get up, no enthusiasm to go for a jog, no enthusiasm to go to work, no enthusiasm to anything. What happens? Every second will become so burden, and we don't like to do anything, and we become lazy, couch potatoes. That's pretty much. So the element of enthusiasm he has removed, taken from all the gods, and they have become very lethargic. This happened for years and years and years. Then Lord Narada was wondering, what happened to all this, man? These guys are like lazy, they are not doing anything. And he found out the reason what happened. Now they are under this, all these Devatas, Indra and team members are under this spell, and there is absolutely no enthusiasm in them. All this comfort this Bandasura is enjoying, he is only enjoying, not even his demons and other team members. He doesn't want them, but of course he will give all that is required for them to make fun and happy and be happy at others' cost. Anyways, that is the stage they are, and now they want to somehow break this magic spell that Bandasura has put. So Bandasura's biggest thing is, whatever he saw the happiness of others, he wants it to be his. So this is a very important life lesson. What is not ours will never be ours. We have to remember that. Whatever is due to us, Swami has given that to us, and let us try to be happy within our own means. The moment this Bhandasura started comparing Indra, and he designed something and it took away everything. Now we want to work hard and earn something. Absolutely. Swami says those are dharmic desires. You work hard, you earn the grace of Swami. You work hard, you earn the right to demand Swami. You work hard, be happy. Unless until we earn the right to demand Swami, there is no way he is going to look at us. We need to work. Swami says, right? You take okka adugu veyandra mundiki, nenu 100 adugulu vestan. Meaning, take one step towards me, I will take 100 steps towards you. Isn't it? So that is a very beautiful lesson that Swami teaches us. That is very, very nice lesson for all of us to carry from here. And what is not ours will never stay with us. So this is a Bhandasura lesson to all of us. And those of you who want to learn little more about this particular mantra, I have given some kind of a 50,000 bird's eye view I have given here in this. I've not given every detail. You can go pick up that Puranam and read line by line or paragraph by paragraph, understand, and you can really get more hold on this. So this Indra and others, they go to Brahma and they'll ask, how do we deal with this situation? How do we tackle this kind of situation? Then Brahma will say, look, for all things, it's like Tylenol, right? It's like Tylenol we use for all body ailments. Likewise, Lord Brahma will say, what? Let's go to Lord Shiva. He is the only savior for all of us. And they say, hey, look, Shiva, that we need to invoke Parashakti to help us bail everybody out of this issue. Long story short, they do penance and Mother, Parashakti comes. And you go to probably next page, I don't know which page, I have put another graphic where Mother is coming from, that yajnam, that all these devatas have done an yajnam under the guidance. This is where, under Lord Shiva's guidance, they have done this yajnam, and Parashakti comes out of it. And this Parashakti is Lalita Ambika, Lalita Amma, whatever you want to call. This Parashakti will come and she will try to block, in fact not try, she will block Bhandasura, and he gets really very upset that he has failed in one of his attempt, and he tries to understand who this power is and where is this coming from. And they try to wage a war against Mother. Can you imagine? That is the stage he is. He has not, he failed to recognize that Mother, Parashakti and Lord Shiva are his parents, in fact. But he forgets that. And that is the Maya stage he is in. And he will try to wage a war against Mother, and her team. And that's where the whole story will begin, how Bhandasura is put to end. In somewhere about 30th mantram or so, this Bhandasura is put to an end. This is the background. But this entire Lalita Sahasranamam was given by Mother herself through, there are about 8 Vagdevatas. Vagdevis, whatever you want to call her. If you go to the very first page, or somewhere I've given, I don't recall where I have given that. Anyways, Mother comes, that's where. Lalita Devi calls her 8 Vagdevis. Vagdevis are her immediate attendants or subordinates, whatever you want to call. She gives them the ability to speak. And the first thing that they get the boon is to chant the names of Lord Mother, different names of Mother. And that's what they will be chanting. And Mother says that when we chant this Lalita Sahasranamam names, it is purely because of Mother's grace that we are able to chant today. If we are in this class and we are learning to chant, it is purely because of our grace, nothing else. So that is the power of this class. I would like everybody to please be on mute. I'm hearing some ruffling sound. It's kind of echoing. Kindly be on mute and be mindful of that. When you have to speak, you can unmute and speak when there is a question. But otherwise, everybody kindly be on mute. So this mother gives these different names, and this entire story was told by Hayagriva Swami. We all know Hayagriva Swami, right? Who is Hayagriva Swami? I also put an image. You can go and look at that image little later. But okay, you can scroll down. Hayagriva Swami is, I think it's in general information page somewhere. Hayagriva Swami is again the incarnation of Lord Vishnu himself, and he will teach these Lalita Sahasranama stotras to sage Agastya, and that's when the dialogue between between Lord Hayagriva and sage Agastya is captured in Purva Bhaga. So the Lalita Sahasranamam consists of three parts. One is Purva Bhaga, Madhya Bhaga, and Uttara Bhaga. Purva Bhaga is the dialogue, because sage Agastya request Lord Hayagriva to teach. He would refuse to teach to him. He says, I cannot do that. So he gets permission from Parasakti, and she allows Hayagriva Swami to tell the story, teach to sage Agastya. All these things are captured in that Puranam, which I'm referring to. That is called Purva Bhaga. And Madhya Bhaga consists of 183 stanzas in this sthotram. And this 183 stanzas or verses or mantras, whatever you want to call, has 1,000 names of Mother. And all these 1,000 names are epithets of Mother. And each name has a power by itself. We will dive deep into each name when we go there. And Uttara Bhaga is the concluding part, which has the Phalastuti. I am not going into the Phala. I will not explain the Phalastuti and all those things. But our focus will be on the Madhyama or the Stotra Bhagam, which has the 1,000 names. And, they're grouped into 183 verses. This is, coming from Brahmanda Puranam. Those of you want to learn little bit more in about that, you can learn. So this is pretty much a bird's eye view of Lalita Sahasranamam. And I said, right, when they are doing this penance, Mother has come out from that yajnam. So now let's look at that names. Every now and then I might be coming back to the Genesis and explaining little more. This Dhyana Slokas I will teach little later. I want you to understand a couple of things here. Now if you see everything, this name has a numerator and a denominator. Numerator is in red color and denominator is in blue color. So for every name, that is. Okay, Sree Mata. The denominator consists of the name, the number of the name. So first one is Sree Mata. Look at the denominator now. Sree Mata, Sree Maharagni, that is the second name. Srimat Simhasaneshwari, third name. Chidagnikunda Sambhuta, fourth name. Devakarya Samudyata, fifth one. Now the numerator talks about the syllables, the bijaksharas which are there in every name. We don't need to get into that bijaksharas, and I'm also not getting into the bijakshara, and I will not go deep and explain the bijaksharas. What are the bijaksharas? That is not the scope of our class. But I'm just giving you some kind of information so that you will know. For example, if you look at the fourth stanza, the fourth mantram, it has 16 syllables or 16 bijaksharas embedded in that. We don't need to do any effort to understand the bijaksharas, but chant the entire sloka, the first line, in one complete breath. Do not break anywhere. If you see, for example, Sree Mata, you can stop there. Take a subtle breath. Sree Mata, Sree Maharagni, take a breath. Srimat Simhasaneshwari, take a breath. Chidaknikunda Sambhuta. Take a breath. Devakarya Samudyata. Take a breath. That is good. But when you come to some mantras like 4, 5, 6, all are 16 syllables, do not break anything. It needs some practice. If you break, then the bijaksharas sound will come little different. We need to that particular sound should resonate in us to generate that positive energy. It is like we all in our school days in physics, we all have done that tuning fork experiment, right? We put that frequency at a particular frequency, the tuning fork, and you take to the tube and hit it. It will generate some very nice sound from the tube. If you don't set that frequency of the tuning fork, sound will not come. That energy, that sound is nothing but energy. Likewise, when we chant in a particular rhythm, I will teach all these mantras. These mantras we will set to a Vedic meter, and we will chant, and that will generate that kind of vibrations within us. We don't need to worry about the bijakshas. So for example, the fourth mantra, the first line and the second line, the way you need to chant is not to take any breath anywhere. Champaka shoka punnaga saugandhi kalasatkacha kuruvinda manishreni kanat kotira mandita. I'm taking subtle break after mandita. Astami Chandra Vibraja Dhalikastala Shobita Mukachandra Kalankabha Mruganabhi Viseshaka Vadana Smara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika Vaktra Lakshmi Parivaha Chalan Meena Bhalochana. So these are some mantras. Wherever you see 16, that means every mantram, most of the mantras have 16 bijaksharas, and that is the highest. They will not go. Why 16? 16 kalas, right? What are these kalas? Anybody? The moon has 16 kalas. What are those? You don't need to name, but what is a kala? An attribute, a face. Moon has, every month has 2 cycles for the moon, right? Waning and waxing. So 16 kalas. Any Purna avatar will have 16 aspects in that. I don't want to go deep into the 16 aspects. That is one of the reason Lord Ganapati goes on the number of 16, and he has that names, 16 names. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodarascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayaka Dhumaketur Ganadyaksho Falachandro Gajanana Vakratunda Shurpakarna Herambha Skanda Purvaja. This is a must chant for everybody in the home. If you want to chant loudly, please chant so that children in the home, at least they will listen. I had a class on just this 16 names of Lord Ganapati. If I get hold of the audio file, I will give it. It is a must. Please make a note. It is a must. If you know, very good. If you're chanting, exceptionally good. If you're not having a habit of chanting it loudly, please chant. Teach to your children at home. If not, at least chant as a part of your daily prayers loudly, and they will listen. Even if they listen, that is enough. Because by chanting this, you are doing a great favor not only to you, but to your family members. Not only to your family members, but your family tree. Khandat parohanti parushappari evano dhurve. So this dhurva, this is the mantra you are telling, hey, like dhurva grass, how it sprouts, touches the ground and again it sprouts. So we are asking Swami, hey Swami, please, like this Durva grass, how it is sprouting, and let my family tree also continue. Ashvakrante Radhakrante Vishnukrante Vasundara Sirasa Dharayasyami Rakshasvamam Pade Pade. When you get down early in the morning, when you touch the ground, first thing in the morning, you take the namaskar of the earth on the ground that you are standing and chant this mantra. Ashvakrante Radhakrante Vishnukrante Vasundara Sirasa. Sirasa means your head. Sirasa, you touch the ground and put that hand on your head as a token of gratitude. Sirasa Dharayasyami Rakshasvamam Pade Pade. You are telling Swami, we are offering gratitude right the moment we get down. Because of you, Swami, I am able to stand on the ground. Imagine he has taken the ability of touch in us. What happens? We stand on the ground, we don't have that sense of touch. we get scared whether I'm able to stand, whether if I walk, will I fall or whatever, right? Imagine that sense of touch he takes away. We can't even stand properly. We are scared. We want to touch a baby and enjoy the smooth touch from the newborn baby or a 1 year or 2 year old baby who's running around in the home and giving great joy to parents and grandparents. And the baby comes and gives a hug, and it's so nice, gentle, right? And we also reciprocate by holding the baby, by playing with his tender hands, by giving a small kiss to the baby, or baby will be putting her hand on the face, on the mouth, everywhere, and we feel really, as a parents, grandparents, or we enjoy that. Imagine that sense of touch he has removed. Gone. Everything is gone. What else? There's nothing. So when we get down, that is the attitude of gratitude. I would all want you to put, I'm sure most of you are doing, but in case if you want to make it practice, that is the best place to start. So coming back to our this bija aksharas here, these 16 bija aksharas are 16 kalas, and this 16 kalas you can get benefit of the 16 aspects by chanting the names of Lord Ganapati. You get up, you taking shower, you chant Gayatri Mantram, you are taking shower, chant Sumukhascha Ekadantascha. Make it that every bit of work that we are doing, make it a worship. You lace every activity with Swami, give it to Swami, lace it with his grace, with an attitude of gratitude. Work is worship. We don't need to do any separate penance. And you're really happy. I'm telling you by experience, I'm telling 1-2 weeks you start doing this, you will be absolutely happy. Life will not change, but our attitude will change. Our attitude towards things will change. All this while a particular activity is bothering me, let's say, but once I start looking, my attitude is changed. Same curry, earlier when was put on my plate, there was no salt, I used to get mad, let's say. Now, the same curry, same situation is same curry, there is no salt, but I'm done Brahmarpanam, I've offered it to Swami. While eating, I don't get mad. I'm telling I have offered it to Swami. This is another taste. So our attitude changes. Life will not change, but our attitude changes. But with that, things will be extremely beautiful to us. The depths of silence, we feel the fragrance of Swami. The depths of silence, when we practice and practice, we calm down our mind. We travel inward. Our senses are not outward. These Bandasura's senses are always outward, right? He wants to seek pleasure. But this mother, when we hold on to this Lalita Amma, or Lalita Devi, or Parvati Devi, whatever you want to call, doesn't matter. She will help us travel inward. That is exactly what she is going to do. I'll explain. The moment we travel inward, everything, every agitation in our mind calms down. It's like still water. When there is still water, the reflection of a moon is very, very clear. When there are ripples, right? You throw a pebble in the pond, there are ripples. The moon is also not seen clear. Thought after thought, thoughts are ripples. Now you're putting every thought in your mind, thought after thought, I want this, I want that. There's no end, right? We get caught in this rat race and we will be chasing something or the other. End of the day, we are tired, and if you look back, what are we chasing for? Sometimes we may not get answer. So there's constant disturbance in the pond of our tranquility of mind is gone. The pond of our thoughts, throwing stone after stone, stone after stone. You're not resting any time. Slow down. Swami says, right at work, somebody really gives you a stinker email. Somebody is really upset with us. Swami says, in situations where you're angry, don't respond immediately. Because when we respond immediately with anger, our feelings, our feelings are different. There's a lot of agitation, right, in us. And when we respond to that agitation during the time when our feelings are ruffled, our response will be extremely harsh to the receiver. Hey, what happens at work? You give a strong, unpleasant email that may cost the job. Swami says, and now a time there in business management classes, they say these are all the techniques they're teaching. But way back, Swami has taught in this Vedas, stay quiet kind of thing. I'll explain how those things come and help us. Any situation that is really harsh, somebody has pain, you don't want to respond, don't respond immediately. Take some time, sleep over it, be empathetic. Because of me, that fellow has done something. Because of me, that fellow has written some harsh email. I may be part of the problem. I may not be part of the solution. So if we understand that, then the attitude slowly changes. And that's exactly Mother will help us travel inward. First few mantras we'll see, that's what is helping. Sree Mata, the first, mantram, or, whatever you want to call, Maya, I want you to do a time check. Let me know at 9:10, please. I can go, if everybody are okay, I can go up till 9:20 EST. Like I said, 9:30 I have a hard stop. But today I can go a little over if required, because today I took some time to explain the Genesis and set the foundation. Once we start the namas, we will go fairly quick. So the first one is Om Sri Ma. I'll chant the first 2-3 paragraphs. You just listen. I want you to pay attention, and I hope you're making notes wherever that is required. Om Srimata Sri Maharagni Srimat Simhasaneshwari Chidagnikunda Sambhuta Devakarya Samudyata Udyatbhanu Sahasraba Chaturbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pashadya Krodhakarankushojjvala Manorupekshu Kodanda Panchatanmatra Sayaka Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala Champaka Shoka Punnaga Saugandhi Kalasatkacha Kuruvindamanishreni Kanat Kotira Mandita Asthami Chandra Vibraja Dalikastala Shobita Mukachandra Kalankabha Mruganabhi Viseshaka. We'll stop here. In the sense, this is how we need to chant. Okay. Now, Sri Mata, Om Sri Mata, we are adding Om. Of course, if you don't want to add, that's okay. But if we add Om, we are bringing Lord Shiva also, right, into the equation. We all have to know that, when you want to, when you go to your mother and tell the mother, hey, look, mother, dad is really cool guy. He's awesome guy. He's very nice, very kind-hearted. He does a lot of charity. He helps people. And if the child starts appreciating the epithets of father with the mother, what will the mother feel? She'll feel extremely happy, isn't it? She'll feel very happy. More than if we directly go to mother and praise her, she may not enjoy that much. But if we praise father in front of her, in the absence of father, let's say, she'll feel really happy because she enjoys the relation the child has developed with father. Now, if you look at Lord Ganapati's one of the name, He Ramba. We all know, right? A nice bhajan of Swami. He Ramba Janani Sree Sai Janani Bhavani Jagadambe Ma Bhavani Jagadambe Ma. He Ramba is the one of the name of Lord Ganapati. What is He Ramba? He Ramba is that aspect of Lord Ganapati. Mother enjoys the relation that Lord Ganapati has developed with Lord Shiva. Ganapati is always at his father's disposal. Okay, and dad comes from work. If the child is alert, okay, dad is coming, let me open the garage, or let me go down to the garage and get his backpack because it might be heavy, he might be tired, he's not able to carry it. If the child runs down to the basement or the garage, gets hold of father's backpack, gets hold of father's lunchbox, gets hold of father's computer bag or whatever it is, and he brings upstairs, and dad is sitting tired there, and he would ask, Dad, should I get a glass of juice or glass of water or something like that? And he'll say, get me this, get me that, or whatever it is. When the child is really closely paying attention to father's needs, father is happy, right? And mother is watching the relation, that how the child is built with the father. Mother is extremely happy, isn't it? You don't need to do anything. Just mother is watching the relation that the father and child is having there. The love between them. And that's all. Her stomach is filled. She's happy inside. And once mother is happy, what happens in all our homes? We all know, right? Once the mother is happy, the first thing is she's happy and we get good food every day. And whole home is happy, right? If we trouble mother and mother is not happy, what is going to happen? you make your own breakfast, man. I'm tired today. I want to take rest. You do whatever you want. Or even if she makes that, she has love, but she has to exhibit that anger sometimes, right? So home is not happy home, sweet home. We have to make sure that mother is 100% happy, and that's exactly what we are doing here. We want to make sure that mother is happy. When will mother be happy? We will adore Lord Shiva by chanting few mantras. Bhavaya Devaya Namaha Om Sharvaya Devaya Namaha Om Ishanaya Devaya Namaha Om Pashupataye Devaya Namaha Om Rudraya Devaya Namaha Om Ugraya Devaya Namaha Om Bhimaya Devaya Namaha Om Mahateya Devaya Namaha. Absolutely no time at all to do any puja. Chant these 8 names of Lord Shiva while getting down the steps to work, while you getting into the car, while you get into the car and start driving. Sumukascha ekadantascha kapilo gajakarnakaha lambodarascha vikato vignarajo vinayaka dhumaketur ganadyaksho falachandro gajanana. As you back up your car from your garage to the driveway, you can complete this. But be focused, okay? Don't close your eyes and chant, and you may bump into something and it will lead to some other problems. Then as you start driving, Bhavasya Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Sharvasya Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Ishanasya Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Pashupataye Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Rudrasya Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Ugrasya Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Bhimasya Devasya Patnai Namaha Om Mahateya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Done. You have first prayed to Lord Ganapati, you have prayed to Lord Shiva, you have prayed to Mother Parvati. Then somewhere, once before you get into the freeway, somewhere you hit a signal, you stop for 2-3 seconds. Bhavasya Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Sharvasya Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Ishanasya Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Pashupataye Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Rudrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Ugrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Bhimasya Devasya Putrai Namaha Om Mahateya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Same Lord Shiva's names you have attributed to Mother Parvati. Same Lord Shiva's 8 names you have attributed to Lord Ganapati and Subramanya Swami. Whole family package. The whole family is happy. When Ganapati is happy, no obstacles for us, right? No hindrances at all. It could be, if there could be some bigger obstacle, he will make it small. He will remove it. Vigna Raja, remember, he is the king of obstacles. For one side we tell Ganapati, he will remove obstacles, but here Vigna Raja telling he is king of obstacles. He will give us a small obstacle to remove a big obstacle. I will explain that it might be a little confusing, but he will give us another challenge to remove a bigger challenge. But somehow he will make sure that we are happy. So, Omkaram, when we do Omkaram, Swami also says, right, anything before you start, chant 3 Oms. At the count of 3rd Om, I am there. Whether you feel it or not, whether you recognize me or not, whether you see me or not, he will be there, but it is up to us. Are we connected to him? Once we are connected, we see him. Once we see him sitting in the bhajan mandir, sitting on the throne, you think when bhajans are happening, we'll do cross communication? No way we will do cross communication. Well, bhajans are happening, somebody is telling, can you put the sound up? Can you bring the mic closer to me? Can you do the tabla? All this noise disturbance is happening. That means nobody is focusing there. And while this is happening, fellows like me will be watching who is doing what. I'm also not focusing on the bhajan. It's a dominoes effect. So close your eyes. Whatever you're doing, close your eyes. Take that moment. Let it be. Sound is not good. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. But you can actually stay focused by closing your eyes. Anyways, once we blend every mantra with Omkaram, there's a beauty there. Om Shri Mata Sri Maharagni Srimat Simhasaneshwari. Three mantras are there in this. So Om Shri Mata. What is Mata? Anybody wants to unmute and tell what is Mata? What is Mata? Don't feel shy. Like I said, there's no answer right or wrong. Everything is right here in our class.
Mother.
Mother. Okay, very good. Any other meaning? Mother. Now, for this Mata, mother, yes, of course. And we are attaching the, prefix Sree. What is Sree here? What do we... Lakshmi. Okay. What else? Lakshmi. Very good.
Lakshmi.
Okay, Lakshmi second time. What else? What else? Sree.
Married woman. Married woman.
Okay, married woman, 3. 1 Lakshmi, 2 Lakshmi, married woman. Next, any?
Auspiciousness.
Auspiciousness, very good. What else?
Prakriti.
Prakriti, very good. So you see that Sree is having different, it's like looking at a kaleidoscope, we have different experience, right? The word Sree also has different meanings just here, right? We have so many applications of that meaning here, that word. But every word, this Sri Mata, again, this is given by Lalita Parasekti herself through Vagdevatas. She has blessed them to utter or chant these words so that we get benefit of it. And we are chanting today. It is because of the grace of Mother Parvati. Whoever is chanting, this I can be 1000% sure. This is written and Swami himself says, right? Unless until we all have his grace, we can't utter his name. Unless until he graces us, gives us his grace, we cannot think of him. That's the level of grace we need. Every activity we do, it should be blended with his grace, and that's the music. We all can enjoy that. Sri Mata. Now, Sri, somebody has told Lakshmi. What do we mean by Lakshmi? What do we mean by Lakshmi? Anybody?
Prosperity.
Prosperity, very good. What else? What is the first thing? Sorry?
Wealth, auspiciousness.
Yeah, wealth, auspiciousness. What else? The moment we...
Qualities.
The qualities, very good. So those of you who have read Sri Suktam, the aspect of Sri or Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati, whatever you want to call, the spectrum, the whole 9 yards of the grace of Lord, of Mother Sri, in that word, they have encapsulated and they have expanded that. Anybody can recall? In Sri Suktam, I have taught in the previous class, Dhanam Agnir, Dhanam Vayur, Dhanam Suryo, Dhanam Vasuhu, Dhanam Indro, Bruhaspatir, Varunam, Dhanam Ashnute, Vainate. Those mantras, does it ring a bell for those of you who have learned? Dhanam Agnir. Dhanam is what? Wealth. Agni. Is Agni a wealth for us? Yes, isn't it? Jataragni. Jataragni is the biggest wealth that Swami has given to us. Sorry, somebody was saying something? Okay, Agni is a wealth for us. Dhanam Agnir, Dhanam Vayur. So he goes on. So why is Agni a wealth for us? Whatever we eat, Pachanam. Pachanam in Sanskrit means digestion. How is that digestion happening? It happens at 4 stages. Where is this 4 stages happening? Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha Prana Pana Samayukta Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Aham Vaishwa. This Brahmarpana mantram was taught by Lord Krishna to Arjuna in the middle of battlefield. Imagine, in the middle of battlefield, he is giving all this knowledge to him. And he is teaching him, Aham Vaishwa. Me, Krishna is telling, hey, look man, I am Krishna, Aham Vaishwa Naro Bhutva. I am there in every living creature, is telling. Ishvara Sarva Vidyanam, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, Brahmadipatir, Brahmanodipatir, Brahma, Shivo me Astu Sada, Shivom. He is saying, Lord Shiva is also telling every microcosm to macrocosm, Anoraniya Mahatopaniya, he says, right? Apatalana Basthalanta Bhuvana Brahmandama Vispuratu Jyotis Partikalinga Mauli. He's telling there, I'm there everywhere. Show me where there is no Shiva consciousness, there is no Krishna consciousness. Anyways, he's telling that Aham Vaishwa Naro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. I am there, I am taking shelter, Ashrita, shelter in the human frame. Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna is telling. And what is he doing? Praninam Deham Ashritaha Prana Apana. Prana Apana. Inhale, exhale. There is a rhythm, right? You take 1 unit of inhale, you remove, you exhale that in 2 units. So, hum. There is a rhythm. That rhythm is called, Swami calls that Hamsa Gayatri, right? Once that, if that breathe in and breathe out is Prana Apana, is gone out of rhythm, then we'll visit doctor, we'll have asthma and all other problems, right? He's making sure that there is a rhythm. Because of breath, there's so many things in our body is taken care. And pachamyannam chaturvidam. He is pachanam, he is digesting the food in 4 different levels when we chew it, right? So anyways, that is one Sree. Dhanam Agnir. That Agni is a wealth to us. Dhanam Agnir. Dhanam, next is what? Dhanam Vayur. Again, we have spent little more time on that Vayu also, right? There are 10 different types of Vayus. That is why we are surviving and we are doing everything what we are supposed to do. In fact, in Bhruguvalya Sikshavali, it has told nicely, because of one of the Vayu, the whole procreation is happening. If that is not there, then we will all probably not be here. So again, the importance of Vayu, all these different Dhanam Agnir, Dhanam Vayur, Dhanam Suryo, Dhanam Vasuhu, Dhanam Indro, Bruhaspatir. So these are different types of wealth that we have. And the mother who is capable of giving all this wealth to her is Sri Mata. We are addressing her in the very first stanza. Is that all? No, there is much more to that. Mata, what is Mata? When we have trouble, when the child is having some trouble, where will he go? The child, he or she will, first thing he or she will go to mother. And the baby is small. When baby is playing, suddenly some ant comes and bites the baby, or something, scary thing he sees. What does the baby do? He'll shout Amma first thing. Nothing. There is no other.
It's 9:22.
Okay. Thank you, Maya. So I think we are just began the class with Sri Mata. Probably next class onwards, I will try to go a little more. I'll increase the pace in teaching this. But Sri Mata, let me take a few more minutes, and I'll text my other guys. Be joining a few minutes late. 1 second, please. Okay, so when the child is in distress, the child is going to call out mother, right? He won't call appa. He or she will call amma. First thing, when we are walking, at least South Indian Telugu people, at least like me, when I'm walking on the road, this is a practice. Most of us get hit by a stone or we hit a rock or something. What do you say? Amma, first thing. That's all. We go to the rescue of mother. That is inbuilt, because that umbilical cord is there for all of us. That is the relation established. Swami has put by design, and that is why in Vedas also it's called Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava. Mother is the highest form of God for all of us. And those of you who have still your mother in flesh and blood, if she is with you, take her blessings every day. How do you take blessings of a mother? Make her happy. How do we make her happy? Just make sure you address her needs first thing, and second thing, if possible, touch her feet and take her blessings before you go out for work, or when you come out after work, you take her blessings, and do every activity that makes her happy. Once we make our mother happy, the blessings are always there. And of course, we have to make our forefathers also happy. That's a different topic. But here, Sri Mata, she is giving different types of wealth to us. That's one meaning. And she is the mother. We need to go to her for every small thing that we want. Sri Mata, isn't it? Once the moment the child is not able to get good grades, or somebody is bullying him or her in the school, he'll come and tell mom, hey, look, ma'am, I don't want to go to school. Mom will ask why, He'll tell, no, I have stomach ache. But mother is mother. She'll recognize, right? This guy is telling stories, and she'll try to probe a little bit and finally come to know that somebody is bullying him at the school. And she will talk to the principal, counselor, whatever it is, and try to sort it out. So the boys, general, the nature is to go to mother first thing. And we try to get it sorted with mother. And mother, sometimes if it is not working, then mother will go to father. She'll go to Lord Shiva, or Lakshmi will go to Vishnu. Hey, look, man, why don't you address this? Go there and address. Sometimes Lord Vishnu is always in the mode of helping people. Like, the Gajendra Moksham. He runs away at the clarion call from Gajendra, right? Sirikin Chappadu Chenku Chakra Gada Hastambu, that particular nice Bhammera Potana's Padyam where Lord Vishnu runs away, just the call. Like that, we have to just call mother and mother will come to our rescue. She might be, child is playing outside in the backyard, the child is learning the cycle. Mother keeps an eye, yeah, she knows the child is in a safe area, he's driving the bike. Mother is cooking food in the kitchen and she is looking through the window at the basement, the ground in the apartment or wherever it is. And mother is really busy cooking some delicious food for dad because dad likes that paisam. And she's making every effort to make it very delicious. Suddenly the boy who's playing outside falls down from the cycle and shouts, Amma. What does mother do? She'll leave everything. Let that paisam go to anywhere. Doesn't matter. She'll run immediately to the rescue of the child and help the child, isn't it? That's the nature of mother. She will give herself. So for us, the moment Sree Mata, you go to your altar, sit in front of the altar and call Sree Mata, you are happy, call her. You are having some challenge, you want some solution, call her. You are at distress, you are unhappy, you are mad at him, mad at Swami or mad at God. Go there, altar, Sree Mata, I am not happy really. Why? Because, this is what is happening, man. I am not able to come out of this mess. I am not getting a solution. You please help me. We have that right to go to mother and fight and get our things, right? We need to earn that right and grace to fight. Sree Mata, happy? Express. Sree Mata, Sree Maharagni. What is Maharagni? Agnya. What is Agnya? Agnya. Agnya. Anybody? Sree Maharagni. Unmute and tell. There is no trick question. This is simple question.
Order.
Command.
Order. Command. Order. What else?
Direction.
Direction. Very good. Maharagni. Sree. Again we are attaching the word Sree Maharagni. The child is behaving naughty. Mother says, hey, sit there. The moment that sound A or finger will keep everybody alert in the home, right? The moment mother raises her voice, father, children, everybody will be quiet. By experience, isn't it? Most of us have seen this. When the mother raises her voice, everybody are like quiet. Mother orders, we'll follow. That's all. You want to have a happy home? Just listen to mom at home. The moment we try to trick her, things don't work. The moment she is not happy, everybody is unhappy at home. So Maharagni, I will explain the meaning of this Maharagni next week in the next class, next Friday again. 8:15 local US Eastern Time and 5:45 AM for India. So this is a pattern that we will follow, and after the class we will I will put the audio file. Those of you who want to use other literatures, please take other language, Telugu, Sanskrit, or whatever it is. Maya has shared Sanskrit and English. So other language, local languages you will have, but whatever book that you are comfortable, you keep and chant those mantras and learn to chant those mantras and make notes. We will wrap up this class with closing prayers. Om Yadakshara Padabrastam Matra Hinam Tu Yad Bhavet Tatsarvam Kshamyatam Deva Narayana Namostute Visarga Bindu Matrani Padapadakshara Cha Nyunani Chatirikhtani Kshamassu Saishwara Aparada Sahasrani Kriyamte Harnishanmaya Dasoyamite Mamatva Kshamassu Saishwara Anyadha Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Tasmat Karunya Bhavena Raksha Raksha Saishwara Harihi Om Tatsat Sri Saishwara Arpanamastu Om Shanti 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 Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Samasta Lokaah Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaah Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaah Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sai Ram, everybody. We'll see you again next Friday.
Thank you, Sai
Sai Ram.
Sravan.
Sai Ram.
Sai Sravan.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Sai Ram, Sai Ram,
Thank you.
Sai Ram,
Thank you.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, everybody. Sai Ram.